Hello guys and welcome to the Drawfee channel where we take dumb ideas
and make even dumber drawings.
I'm Caldwell.
I'm Nathan.
And today we are going to be showing you guys how to draw presidential Republican hopeful Donald Trump. And just all around great guy, Donald Trump.
All around just piece of human artwork, Donald Trump.
So what I've done here is I've drawn, think about like the worst yam. Like if you go like it's Thanksgiving and you buy a bunch of yams and then you just get one yam, you're like, not that one.
Just a real lumpy, like beyond ripeness, true ripeness.
Mm-hmm. And like you might think, well, Caldwell, Donald doesn't have like a big lump on his head like this. He actually does. That's an extended part of his brain.
Yeah.
It's an extended medulla, and that's why he's so racist and awful. But you don't see that because it's covered by this this awful barn cat.
Yeah. The barn cat wasn't always awful.
No.
It's formed this codependent relationship.
It's symbiotic, yes.
Symbiotic relationship with this terror yam.
Yeah, exactly. And, it kind of feeds off the yam a little bit.
It feeds off the yam feeds off of it, and together they just get worse and worse.
So let's add some little some stubs here. These are yam,
those are little yam stubs.
But we'll call them ears.
If Donald Trump gets elected, he will be our first half plant, half cat president.
So the thing about this cat is he's kind of always on guard. So he's got like his hair, he's got his hackles up a little bit.
Oh, he's up. He's ready. He's ready to dance. This cat hates Megyn Kelly.
So again, this is our cat. And I'll draw his face. I'll draw his face for now so that you can see it. But it's usually hiding its face, because it's, again, this is a symbiotic relationship.
Right.
So he usually hides his face while his master is out hunting. While his master is on the trail, is stumping on the trail. You
want to make sure that cat doesn't look too active. A lot of people, when they try to draw Trump, they get to the cat, they get the yam part down, then they get to the cat, and they draw like a real like friendly cat. Like this is like this is an ancient cat. This is
like when you go over to like your aunt or your grandmother's house, and you're like, oh man, Pickles, you're still alive? Ooh.
Yeah, it's because of the unearthly power that the yam has given it.
Exactly. So this is you can kind of see the cat's like sleeping on top of the head. But normally during the day, what he's going to look like is a little more like this. He'll be
he'll be under. Oh, that's so cute.
It is very cute. And then of course you're going to want to just draw two big caterpillars right here. Just like some sun-bleached caterpillars.
Cat and caterpillar.
Exactly. That's like number one.
Cat. That's how you remember.
Number two.
Pillar.
Caterpillar. There you go.
That's some good Trump math. You can't really see the legs because they're sort of they've sunken in.
Yeah. This sweet potato kind of works like a Venus flytrap might. And then what you're gonna do here is like. You know how potatoes do have little eyes if you leave them out long enough? Well, our potato is no different. He's got just like some little squinty bits right there.
It's just an area in which the potato has folded in on itself. It has become so dense.
It can barely support its own weight. So you're going to draw some like creases there.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you're not so much drawing as you are sculpting. This sweet potato is your clay, not just because it has the consistency of clay.
Right, it's so moldy and bad.
Yeah, it's just bad clay.
So this is the most important part, I think. Most people don't know that all potatoes have a secret butthole.
Yeah, the butthole through which all of Trump's great ideas pour through. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That is a tasty butthole.
And again, just a real saggy potato. It's real saggy and bad.
Looks just like him. How did we get here?
Just so that people don't know that you are secretly a hideous potato man, you're gonna want to add a suit just to kind of disguise your vegetable nature.
Yeah.
Most people might want to give it like a tailored suit. You're just gonna want to make it just kind of like a big lump.
Yeah.
Like just kind of like just to really emphasize the fact that there's just a hideous network of roots and foliage underneath there.
Roots, foliage, and just drippings. Just cat drippings, potato drippings.
So let's add, I think it's important to remember, let's get like a nice sweet potato luster going on here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, and this is kind of the metric I like to use when I go to the grocery store is when I go look for yams, I'm like, do they look like somebody murdered an Oompa Loompa? And that's how you're going to be able to tell that is the right yam.
Like somebody murdered an Oompa Loompa.
Somebody. I don't know
who.
And then the cat, again, is very old, as we mentioned.
Very
so you're
old.
going to want to kind of
graying.
like just fade out some of the details on the cat.
Yeah.
It's really just kind of come to its final resting place here. It might be dead. It's a Schrodinger's toupee is what we're working with here. Now let's go ahead and let's color in this cat. You're going to want to get like just, I'm going to call it winter hay. Is going to be the yellow you're going to want to use.
It's winter. Hey.
I've also heard it described as sick piss. And you're going to want to go ahead and fill in those caterpillars and that cat right there with that. And then let's add some like some nice strokes, because this is kind of like it's a mangy tabby, so it's got some stripes on it.
It's lived more than all of us. It hasn't been a good life.
No, you can see the flies, the carrion flies, just like circling.
Add however many flies you feel are appropriate.
Let's get a little bit of sheen there. This potato started its life as a farmer's prized possession, and then and much like an Icelandic fairy tale, it came to life and murdered its master.
Yes.
So that's the origin here, and then of course now let's add some just a little bit of a speckling.
Yeah.
That you might expect from such an old potato.
You might speckle. I'm not sorry.
Don't apologize, Nathan. The only one who should apologize is the nation that birthed this monster.
Yeah.
I'm going to call this damp. This is a damp navy is what we're going to be using to color right here. Just get that right in. And then, of course, we're going to end up with just a post-virile red. Like
just some dried blood.
Dried blood is good.
That tie was originally white. He used it to wipe his mouth after eating some babies.
Yeah. So let's actually, and I actually like to feed a little bit of that red from the tie up into those lips, just to make them a little more. On anyone else they might be kissable, but on this it's just like a terrifying anus capable of speech.
Our next president.
There's our next president. All hail to the chief. There he is, the sentient sweet potato man that we all know and love, Donald Trump. Guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been Drawfee. If you like it, please subscribe and get out there and vote so that this abomination of a man does not become our next president. And we're very sorry.
Sorry.